Grand Rising, kings, queens, family, off pausers out there. What's going on? Mr. Off Pause over here. So, man, broadcast brought to you by Momentum with Jay. You can't have a moment without some momentum. Real distinguished gentlemen, distinguished book club, happily married TV, Five Forks up. Let's get it. Repeat after me. I am great. I am more than enough. I am abundance. I always think both. I focus on opportunities over obstacles. I am a money magnet. I am it. Let's get it. So, man, you know we still in them questions, them 6. Who, what, where, why, and how. You know what I mean? Today we talking about ships. Not the kind you sell on, but the kind you build. Friendships, relationships, business ships, everything, you know what I mean? That's what we talking about. You know what I mean? So let's get to it. Like, who are you building relationships with? You know what I mean? Like, are you building relationships with people that's pushing you in positive, or are you building relationships with just whoever? Are you all like, oh, well, it doesn't really matter who my relationships are with? Because I'm going to tell you, it does matter. It matters. Even the littlest things matter, man. Like, it matters who you build a relationship with, because that will, 9 out of 10, that will show you your future. You know what I mean? Like, if you build relationships, and this is just some real shit. When you build relationships with broke motherfuckers, you're going to be a broke motherfucker. You build a relationship with prosperous motherfuckers, you're going to be a prosperous motherfucker. You build a relationship with ignorant ass people, you're going to be an ignorant ass person. So who are you building relationships with? You know what I mean? Second, what kind of relationships are you building? You know what I'm saying? Are you building relationships that's going to last throughout time? Or are you building relationships that's only business related? Or are you building relationships that's only, you know what I'm saying, built based on reciprocation? Or are you building relationships, you know what I mean? So it's like, what kind of relationships are you building? You know what I mean? Like, are you building just to build, or are you building for a purpose? Like, because you don't want to be lonely. Or, you see what I'm saying? Man, yeah, when are you building relationships? Like, are you building every opportunity you get? Or are you building when it's convenient? Are you building relationships when you can? Are you reaching out to build relationships? Or what are you doing? How are you building relationships? Or when are you building relationships? Like, you know what I mean? Do you only do it when it's convenient? You know what I mean? Where are you building relationships at? Because that's going to be a major factor of what kind of relationships you build. You see what I'm saying? So it's like each question or answer lead to another question in the thing. And you know what I'm saying? And by the time you finish with all of them, you should have your pretty good, you know what I'm saying, understanding of relationships, any kind of ships. You know what I mean? So yeah, so where are you building relationships? Are you building relationships at the club? Are you building relationships at the banks? Are you building relationships at, you see what I'm saying? Where are you building relationships? You know what I mean? And then why are you building relationships? That goes back to that who you're building relationships with. You know what I mean? Why are you building them? You know what I mean? Are you building them to have, because you have extra incentive? Or are you building them because it's the right thing to do? Or are you building them because it's easier, or it's Is it an advantage? You see what I'm saying? Or is it a disadvantage? Why are you building relationships? The ones you are building. Not any relationship, I'm just saying the ones you are building, why are you building them? You know what I mean? And last but not least, how are you building relationships? See what I mean? Like, are you, hey, you want to smoke? Or, you know what I mean? Because how you build your relationships it's a direct link to what kind of relationship you're building. See what I'm saying? Because you can't start a relationship on just for example, you can't start a relationship talking about illegal shit and then transition into legal shit. You know, or expect that relationship to be about legal shit if y'all haven't had that conversation. You know what I mean? So yeah, how are you building relationships? So we can run through mine, like, so this is what I do. Like, we go through that way, and I go back and talk about what I did. Like, who I'm building relationships with: business owners, investors, real estate people, you know what I'm saying? Trading. Now I'm building relationships with Forex trading people, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of relationships am I building? I'm building the kind of relationships that regardless, it doesn't depend on anything outside of business. You know what I mean? Some relationships, yes, but most of my relationships I'm building are business relationships. So they have longevity, you know what I mean? Because if you're in a business, you shouldn't be in a business just to quit it. You should be in a business to see it successful. And so, I mean, I align with people that's gonna help my business be successful, as well as help me be successful. You know what I mean? What kind of relationships I'm building? That's what kind of relationships I'm building. When am I building relationships? Every chance I get. Or when I see something that we can both mutually benefit from. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people got to understand. You have to mutually benefit from a relationship for a person to accept that. You know what I mean? If y'all not mutually benefiting, then you maybe can expect that person to be short on their side. Because they ain't getting nothing for it. What does it matter? You know what I mean? Where am I building relationships at? I'm building relationships basically online, because, you know what I mean, with everybody so paranoid about being around each other, it's like online is just easier. You know what I mean? I don't mean like dating sites. I mean like Telegrams and Facebook and, you know what I mean, Instagram, stuff like that. Like, that's how I'm building relationships. Why am I building relationships? Because I feel like no one person has all the answers. You know what I mean? So I'm building relationships with people that can answer hard questions, and you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm building relationships, because I feel like it takes a team, man. If you build your team correctly, you know what I mean? You're going to have a successful team. How am I building relationships? Being genuine, being myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't apologize for anything I do or say. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if I do or say it, because I'm one of them people, I don't really think about what I say, because I know I ain't gonna lie. So I don't really have to think about it and keep track of what I told you last week and do all that, because I'm not that guy. I'm not built like that. Like, I don't just run around saying shit just to say it. So I'm building relationships. Like, people trust me because I'm trustworthy. You know what I mean? Like, you can pretty much guarantee that if I tell you something, I've done my research on it. You know what I'm saying? You can trust pretty much what I'm saying. But I will always tell a person, I always tell people, do your research. Even if I tell you, I can give you the places to go check the resources and do all that, or read references, but you should do your own research. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So that's why, you know what I mean? That's how I build relationships, because I can be trusted, you know what I mean? And I look for people that align with my goals and my dreams and aspirations, and you know what I mean? That's what I look for. I look for people that's in that lane or building that way, so I can just, you know what I'm saying? Not attached to them, but get their advice. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if I can find somebody that bumped their head 100 times doing what I'm doing, then that automatically minimizes my head bumps, if you know what I mean. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that. Like, if a person bumped their head 100 times and you can get them as a mentor, I can pretty much guarantee you ain't gonna bump your head 100 times. Maybe 50. And that's just from being some hard-headed. That's from being on some hard-headed shit. But you know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna be, it's not gonna be because you didn't know or you didn't try or you were on your own. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, great talk. Y'all have a blessed one out there, man. Remember who, what, when, why, where, and how on relationships, on ships. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man, y'all get better than you were yesterday. Enjoy life. Smile a lot. Laugh even more. Have fun, man. You know what I mean? No complaining. 52-week money challenge still in effect. We getting it in, man. So yeah, man. Y'all stay off pause over there, man. Because we off pause over here.